if you stare, but now I see, yeah, crystal clear.
Hi everyone, it's Alex, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of working in a fast food restaurant. Now, I've worked at Taco Bell and 2 McDonald's locations, so I have acquired a whole list over the 4 years of being in a fast food restaurant. Many of you who also work in fast food restaurants will definitely be able to relate to this list. Restaurants will be kind of relatable, and it's just working with the general public. You can probably also relate to this too. So I'm going to first start with the cons because it's a much bigger list than the pros. But the general public also is a bigger problem than just us flipping burgers. So the very first one is just dealing with an angry customer in general. Probably 1 in 8 customers is angry with the service. It's either we're really busy and it's just taking forever for them to get their food, or somebody orders something huge and, you know, like first come first serves in the kitchen and they can't control that. They just make it as it comes. Or we just completely messed up their order. You can't say anything mean to them, and it's really awful and it sucks. Also, another thing about customers is when they are drunk or high and they either come into the store or they're going through the drive-thru, and you can very easily tell if you're intoxicated at all because you will take your good old sweet ass time, or you are just slurring just everything. Like, seriously, do not be driving anywhere. Do not come to McDonald's if you're drunk or high. Please have a designated driver who knows what your order is going to be before we even get to the store. Please. One thing about working in the store, one awful thing, is burning yourself. It is so easy to burn yourself on something, and you know, people are going to be like, oh, why aren't you more careful? It's like if you're in a rush, it's just, everything's hot. Everything in the store is hot. I think the number one thing I burn myself on are the fries, or like the fry basket, because like sometimes there's not enough room, or you're just not watching your hands and you just... When a customer comes through the drive-thru, there is a time where a customer will be too quiet and you can't hear them, and you are just like holding your headset to your ear, the volume's all the way up, but there's no helping you, and you just tell them to pull forward so you can just take their order at the window. Then the opposite of that is when a customer is too freaking loud. The speakers can pick you up if you're talking in a normal voice like this. Like, we can easily understand you. You don't have to yell into them unless the person on the speaker says, I'm sorry, I can't hear you, can you speak louder? That sometimes happens. Maybe you're just a soft talker. But there are those times. There will be customers that will order something very specific, or they're ordering a Happy Meal because now Happy Meals have like 4 different options and 4 choices. It's very complicated, but then they'll just drive off and you have no clue what they actually wanted. Like, you don't want to mess up their order, and it's just kind of like, okay, just sit down with me. People who go to any restaurant in general, we need to have a heart-to-heart here. If you want to order more than, let's say, like 7 sandwiches, you need to call ahead of time. You need to also come inside the store. Do not go through the drive-thru. If you have 24 sandwiches, which I have seen before, you'll get like 10 McChickens, 10 McDoubles, and then like 4 Big Macs or something like that. And you are mad that we don't have your order ready. Call ahead of time, it's fine. We will have your order by a set time when you tell us you're gonna come in. Or please come inside at least, because we will give you a drink. We will like tell you to sit down, go wait. It's just, you know, in the drive-thru it's so inconvenient. It can't be a big order if you go through the drive-thru. Please do not have a big order when you go through the drive-thru. Please come inside, or at least call ahead of time. One thing about working in the store is working with a whole bunch of machines. And what do machines like to do? Not work half the time. Most of the time at my most recent McDonald's, it was the ice cream machine. Lord knows who messes with that machine or tries to clean it or something, but it never works and people get so angry about it, and it's just, we can't do anything about it. So another problem is that shake machine was also really old. Machines are fun. Another thing about working in the store is working in the winter and you're in the drive-thru. Working near the window when it's either boiling hot outside or it's freezing like below 0. We will wear 2 huge coats. We'll try to wear gloves, but it's a touch screen and doesn't really pick up our fingers. And we will have like 5 heaters all around us, and it just sucks. I'd rather have to deal with the heat than freezing. Sunrises or sunsets? It depends on how your store is set up and how many windows are where, but usually sunrises and sunsets, like you can't see if you're working near any window. There will be glares, there's gonna be just the sun right in your face and you're like trying to tilt your hat like, okay, it's like I can't see you, the sun is so bright. And the last con I have is just simply rush hour, just because it's the most stressful time to work in a fast food restaurant. You have to be on it, you have to multitask, you can't mess up, you are running around, and it's just so stressful. But it also sucks when you're dead because you have absolutely nothing to do except for clean and act like you're doing something. Those are all of the cons, so now I have the pros, which will hopefully lighten up this video a lot. One amazing thing about fast food restaurants is the coworkers that you work with. And there are some amazing people that work at fast food restaurants, and they make you want to actually come to work. They make you have fun while you're working. Usually with our coworkers, we rate some cute guys. We will tell each other stories over the headsets. Just keeping each other sane in general. Like if we have a problem, there's some stress at work, you know, we just kind of like help each other out. They are pretty much our second family. We sing a lot to each other because there's nothing else to do most of the time. Also, one amazing thing about working in a fast food restaurant is all the free food you get, which is amazing. Another good thing about just working in general is just the money is nice. That's it. Children in fast food restaurants are just adorable. They make it so much better. They're honest, they always are so nice to you. Most of the time they're nice to you. I always like go out of my way. If they want a certain toy, I will go hunting in that bin and I will find them that specific toy for them. And they're just cute, they're adorable. Compliments are extremely rare when you're working in a fast food restaurant. And I'm not talking about the creepy compliments you'll get from like complete strangers. Just someone just saying, oh, your service is like really fast today. Like that's a compliment, thank you. Just like, be like, oh, that was like really fast, or you know, like you guys are doing like a great job here. Like it's so extremely rare. It's just so extremely rare that someone is actually just truly nice to us and they actually just give us a genuine nice comment about the whole place, the whole store. Like that means so much to us. That makes our day so much better because we deal with all these angry customers and just, you know, people who are busy and we're all rushing around, and just someone just stops us and just says like, you're doing a great job. Thank you. Another great thing about working in a fast food restaurant is that they're very flexible with your schedule. Not many other companies or businesses are like that. You have to come in at a set time, you have to leave at a set time, and if something comes up, you know, it's just kind of like, it sucks, it comes out of your vacation days or whatever. But let's say like something comes up while you're working at McDonald's. Like McDonald's will personally work with you and work around your schedule. And a lot of us are attending school and, you know, they work around our busy schedules and they still give us time to work when we can. So it's very awesome to have that flexibility. Another great thing about working in any restaurant in general is just the regulars that come in. You just slowly get to know them. You actually care for them. Another good thing about working in a restaurant just in general is just working there, because you learn so many skills. You learn how to handle customers, you know how to balance the register, just general sanitation, and you learn so much more there than you would in like an office. And I would say I think everyone needs to have that experience at least once in their life, just because I think it would help everyone in the long run. It's just people learn to appreciate other people and other jobs, basically. It's just respect, and it's so rare and it sucks, but people who have also worked in fast food restaurants or a restaurant in general, you know, they learn to appreciate people in that same field because they've been there, they've done that, they know that it sucks, but they still do it. And it's really rare because people get so angry with us. You know, like, mistakes happen and they don't understand it because they've never worked in a fast food restaurant before. This is just to the general public who just comes into restaurants, fast food restaurants, not for really the people who work there. So first thing is just be polite. If we mess up an order, we are just busy, or you know, it's just a common mistake, somebody didn't read something right. I swear to God, everyone forms dyslexia when they work in a fast food restaurant, and people who have worked there understand exactly what I'm talking about. But it's just a mistake. Just politely say, like, hey, can you remake this? This is not what I ordered. If you are nice about it, it'll be done quickly. But if you complain and complain, like, you know, you're just wasting our time, and I'm sorry, but just be polite. But we are there to serve you and make you happy. So return the favor. Another thing is just to be patient, because our kitchen just gets the first order that comes to them. So first come, first serve. You know, if somebody orders this huge complicated order and you just want this little simple couple of sandwiches, like, they have to go through all of that before they even get to your order. And sometimes it happens and it takes forever. Sometimes we'll just get busy out of nowhere, like a rush will just come through. Be patient with us, okay? We are making your food as fast as we can. Sometimes crazy things happen, like a machine breaks down. We're sorry. Just be patient with us and your order will be there soon. And lastly, don't give us candy, a tip, or your trash. Let's review these 3 things. Candy, no. Tips. In restaurants, that's okay because that's for your waiter or waitress. But in fast food restaurants, we cannot accept tips at all. And it sucks, but we are working at minimum wage. Waiters and waitresses are working way below it, and they're working for their tips. So they can totally accept it, but we can't, sadly. Trash. We don't want to throw your trash away. Whatever's in your car, that's your responsibility. There are trash cans out in the parking lot for you to use, but we can't accept it because we don't know what's in your drink that you're throwing away. We don't want it in our store. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you can relate to it if you've ever worked in a fast food restaurant or just a regular restaurant. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching my cat sleep beside me. If you can even see that, I don't even know. But yeah. If there's a fact that you thought should have been on this list, just comment below and I would love to read about them.